Hello everyone! Welcome to my channel where we talk about the things we love like gaming, shows, and anime. Dragon Ball Z Extreme Butoden was a game I was expecting to be a lot more than what we received, and although I am aware that there is a training mode and an online mode on the way as downloadable content, that still doesn't seem to appeal my interest as there is a better game. The game that came out before Extreme Butoden, and that is Dragon Ball Kai Ultimate Butoden. Ultimate Butoden came out for the Nintendo DS only in Japan in February 3, 2011. And how does it hold up? Well, you're about to find out. First off, you will notice that they utilize both screens for cutscenes, and that's the first amazing part of this game. It has cutscenes! Cutscenes everywhere! This game is loaded with so many cutscenes that you will be entertained playing through the story mode, and even more with the what-if scenarios. Only one problem is, the game was released only in Japan, so they speak Japanese and the subtitles are in Japanese as well. So that's the only negative issue about the game, and that's not even the game's fault. It's up to us to learn the language and try from there. Of course, they could have simply just added English subtitles, but that would be too good to be true. Now, the cutscenes aren't half-assed. Sometimes the characters fight just like in the series, fast-paced. And the way they utilize both screens work perfectly. It couldn't be done any better than this. Now, aside from the cutscenes, the game is loaded with Easter eggs. So many to the point that I am willing to sit down and analyze the game for countless hours to reveal to you all the Easter eggs that I can find. All in a different video if you are interested. One of the best Easter eggs in the game is the title screen itself. The title screen will have a random DBZ character stand there for a while, and then he or she will do something very cool. Like, one of my favorites is if Future Trunks is in the title screen. I won't spoil what he does, but like I said, if you're interested in seeing what he does and everyone else, I'll make a video encountering all the different animations that go on for the title screen. The freaking title screen! Now, let me talk about the game modes. There is the story mode, which has you play through the entire Dragon Ball Z series, and it includes lots of what-if scenarios, which mostly all of them are amazingly well thought out, so they are worth checking out, even if you don't understand what's going on. There is a challenge mode that has you fight against tougher opponents to unlock extra content. There is a training mode, so you can be sure to learn all there is about fighting and the combos. There is a multiplayer mode, versus mode, where you can play up against a computer, or the multiplayer where you get to play against your friend. You can also fight in a battle between 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2, or even 3 versus 3. And then there is the most important feature of all, the mother of all beauties, the customized menu. This is by far the coolest customizing mode for a Dragon Ball Z game. You will never find a Dragon Ball Z game with so much additional content, other than Xenoverse. But here you get to customize every character in the game. And there are so many different items of clothing that you can give any of the characters. You can also customize your character with items to make them better in the arena, like boost their ki power, increase attack power, HP, and more. The customizable items you can wear could be, for example, a Scouter, Piccolo's Turban, Goku's Power Pole, Angel Wings, a Halo, and so much more. There are even hidden character costumes, which bring me to one of the hottest costumes for my all-time favorite female fighter, Android 18. Android 18 can wear Launch's costume. This is something I was not expecting to see in a DBZ game for a really long time, and Ultimate Butoden gave this to us. Wow, this is priceless! And it gets better! Videl can wear a secret costume as well, and that is Bulma's manga cover outfit. Holy shit! Can this actually continue to get even better? Well, I haven't even talked about the gameplay. The gameplay is very identical to the previous Butoden games and the Budokai series, but with a few changes here and there. Like, for example, performing a special move will consume a portion of your ki, depending on how powerful the move is. Now, you don't charge your ki by holding down a button. Here, you can take control of your ki. There are 2 levels to using your ki. You can hold L, press up, and you will consume more ki to make your attack stronger. Or hold L, press down, and you'll use less ki so you can perform more special moves with a faster recovery time. Now, let me talk about the special moves. Every character has their own unique special moves, and they are very detailed. It's very similar to the Budokai series when some appear as a cutscene and a minigame, Remember how you can perform an ultimate special and it goes into a minigame where you have to do better than your opponent? There are over 5 different minigames, so it ain't gonna get repetitive. And the animations for each ultimate special is very cool. They look so badass, and I wish that this was 3D compatible. It just looks so good that the image pops. Sometimes I actually think that my 3DS is showing 3D images. Major props to the game's creators for making this game look this good. The music of the game is pretty good, and some songs are even catchy. So when a match begins, you feel pumped up right away. But there is another amazing thing about this game. Something that every DBZ game should have from now on. Take notes from these stages. The stages for this game are impressive as fuck. Take the Badlands stage for example. While you're fighting, you will notice a big ass saber tooth behind the fighters. If that doesn't seem appealing enough, you will notice secret characters in the background. A few times I noticed Yajirobe peeking out of one of the rocks. And if you walk to the left of the screen, you can see Meta Cooler on top of a hill. There are still more characters in other spots, so even when you are fighting, there is still something more to the excitement of each fight. Now, one of the coolest things in the game is when you perform a combo on your opponent and finish off by launching them into the ground where they will collide on a background object. This is one of the best parts, and it's hilarious as well because when the fighter is launched, depending on the stage, like for example a Namek stage, he or she will crash into a Namekian's house, taking out the entire house, including the Namekian inside. And if you launch a fighter in the Cell Games stage, the fighter will crash on the boulder that Mr. Satan and the others were hiding behind. Is that amazing or what? The final thing I want to mention is the character roster. There aren't any support characters, but that's fine. Could give a rat's ass about those because here we got over 36 playable characters. And that's not including the same character with their Super Saiyan forms. One of these characters has never been a playable character before, and that character is King Kai. Yes, you can actually fight as King Kai. He has his own special moves and everything. 36 characters and higher is a great number of playable characters, and I just can't believe how many things are included in this game. It's amazing, very surprising for a regular Nintendo DS, not 3DS, a DS game. It's surprising because Extreme Butoden for the 3DS did not deliver with keeping a big ass smile on our face. Most of the time in that game I was skipping the dialogue because of how boring it all felt, because they didn't speak, they didn't give us a cutscene. I mean, at least show us images from the manga, but no. They just gave us a still image of 2 characters talking with a different facial expression every once in a while. And here, I can't even understand what they are saying, and it doesn't make me want to skip the cutscenes because it's cutscenes. A very detailed and surprisingly entertaining cutscene. So there you have it. The game has only one issue, and that is the fact that the game was not released in other countries to give us a different translation that we wanted. But other than that, this game is perfect. I can without a doubt give this game a 10 out of 10. It deserves this rating because they knew the limits of a regular DS game and they put every bit of space to good use in this game. There's always something great to look forward to in each match, and like I said, I hate that I can't understand what any of the dialogue is, or one of the main things, the customized menu. I have no clue which item I'm using until I see the results in a match. Hopefully someone can translate everything for us so we don't have a hard time realizing what everything is. But that's fine. I gotta brush up on learning Japanese anyways. So that's it for the review. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if so, put a thumbs up. And if there are any other videos you would love to request, please let me know in the comments. Also, if you want a shout out, a video request, or you want to ask me a question for the next Q&A video, I strongly recommend you post it on my Facebook page. And if you want to see more of my videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, as it really helps me out a lot. And I'll be sure to let you know when I post up more videos. This is Score saying have an awesome day.